Hello. If you watched last night, you may know that we visited again the story of Aretha Franklin because there was a new Little People Big Dreams book that I was able to read. Well, tonight, again, I found one about somebody we've done before, Jean-Michel Basquiat. And dude, also because now I know how to say Jean-Michel Basquiat, I felt like it would be cool if we could learn more about him. Because this one actually, I feel like this one tells a little bit more about who he was. And it's that Maria Isabella Sanchez Vergara. Amazingly enough, Jean-Michel Basquiat. My name is Miss Singh from the Shirley Northwest Library. Lovely to see you this evening. I mean, to be seen by you. Yeah. Alright, an artiste. Dude, my hats are all weird. That's me, fashion Vivian Westwood of the library. Remember Vivian Westwood? Alright. Jean-Michel was a talented boy from Brooklyn, that's New York, whose mother was Puerto Rican and father was Haitian. He was only 4 when he started drawing, eager to show the world what a great artist he was. And you can see why his dad's looking that way, because where is he drawing? On the wall. For Jean-Michel, a perfect Saturday was going to Manhattan with his mother to visit its wonderful museums. Back home, he spent all afternoon drawing cartoons on scrap paper while listening to music with his father. That's a record player. Well, they're coming back into fashion. One of your parents may have a new turntable. One day, when he was 7, Jean-Michel was hit by a car while playing in the street. He had to rest in bed for weeks. To help pass the time, his mother gave him the most useful present he could have received, an anatomy book. See? It's about the body and how things go. See? You can see right here. Skulls, teeth, guts, skin, skeletons. This book was simply fascinating. Going through its pages, Jean-Michel realized how powerful and fragile the human body is. He decided to use all he had learned in his paintings. Things turned upside down when his mother got ill. Jean-Michel dropped out of school and ran away from home. Luckily, he found his place in City as School, an unconventional setting where he met other artists like himself. He's still kind of, Not long afterward, the city of New York woke up with messages spray-painted on buildings all over Manhattan. They were signed with a name that Jean-Michel and his friend Ad Diaz made up. Samo. S-A-M-O. It was the beginning of the graffiti era, and Jean-Michel was at the center of it. In the blink of an eye, he went from selling t-shirts and homemade postcards to becoming the new star of the art scene. Locked up in his studio, Jean-Michel spent hours on the floor, mixing pencil, oil sticks, and crayons with cut-up quotes he found in comics and history books. The result was a beautiful mess of paintings, and people fell in love with them. So that's like collaging that he did too. Check it out, check it out. Jean-Michel believed that everyone deserves a place in art. Instead of painting kings and queens like many other artists, he turned his paintbrush to waiters, cooks, prisoners, and himself. And actually, even if you go back and look at, the Impressionists, they tried to do that too. And they painted, there's famous paintings called, the Gleaners and people who were doing just regular things. That was the start of modern art. One of the things, instead of painting famous people, they would paint regular people. If there was someone he wanted to meet, it was the famous Andy Warhol, who's from Pittsburgh and buried in Bethel Park. One of his idols. After their first lunch, Jean-Michel went home, and within 2 hours, he sent Andy a wet painting of the two of them. Andy Warhol, now there's a neat dude. He was a neat dude. It was the beginning of a great friendship. Jean-Michel and Andy spent lots of time together, working, painting, and going to parties. They were the brand new painter and pop art legend, the craziest pair on the scene. In less than 10 years, Jean-Michel made thousands of paintings and drawings, but he was also a poet, a musician, and a graffiti prodigy who influenced the work of many artists that came after him. And by painting life in his own unique way, Jean-Michel became one of the most important artists of the 20th century. The talented child who once told his father, "Papa, I am going to be famous." And that is the story, a little more about Jean-Michel Basquiat. And he was born in 1970, and he died in 1988. I've mentioned Andy Warhol, and I don't know if we've ever done him, but yeah, he was from Pittsburgh. Just some things like you wouldn't, like you might have seen pictures of him with the wild white hair. That was a wig because he had a condition that he was born with where his body did not have any hair. So like that was a wig. He was super close to his mom, like he lived with his mom and everything. And he went to mass every day. Just, I don't know, I don't know about you, but sometimes, and wrongly, I make suppositions about people, but just a pretty neat dude. He loved animals, just Andy Warhol. That doesn't have anything to do with anything except Jean-Michel Basquiat. Jean-Michel was influenced by Andy Warhol, and Andy Warhol influences other people, and you influence me. We all influence one another, and that's why smiles matter. And even if when you're wearing a mask, when you're wearing a mask, you can still see the smile in somebody's eyes. So still smile. Thank you for making my heart smile and my face smile. And I hope you have a wonderful night. And I hope you will kiss your brain and kiss your heart and look in the mirror and say, "Hey, good looking," because you certainly are. See you later, chickies. Bye.